the starting lineup for Chicago.
When you talk about rebounding the basketball, Greg, both of these teams demonstrate an edge in this department.
Yeah, both teams pound the boards. It's clear these coaching staffs push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got McDaniels. Smith is out there with Beasley. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Palmer in at the force line.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Madison's shot is off. So for Chicago, their last game, a win against Detroit. Fast break. Here comes Chicago, pushing it up. Beasley with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Palmer. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Here's Larkin. Connects from three-point range.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Smith. Shoots over Tate. Smith, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. This one for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Beasley. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Crafty move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Terry looking over the floor. Pass to Flynn. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Beasley against Ingram. Pass to Foster. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for Cleveland, number 2, Zach. Number 2.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he jams it with authority.
Yeah, big time height advantage there. And he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at it.
Here's Alexander. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes to Kaminsky. Knocked loose. From outside the arc. The shot off that time. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
We know referees have some of the toughest jobs around, but Richard, any steps you see for the league to improve its officiating?
No, I think the officials actually do a very good job given how difficult their jobs are. Officials 20 years ago didn't have the internet where people were putting all this stuff out, though. So I think the referees are as good percentage-wise as they've ever been.
They've got Jordan. Ingram is out there with Alexander. And it's Samuels in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Into the lineup for Chicago, number 1, Ronnie Becker.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 7. Dozier passes to Palmer. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Ingram kicks to Tate. That 3 off the mark. Cleveland trails by 5. And there's the pass to Foster.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A 3-pointer off the mark. Chicago with the ball. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Chicago leading by 7. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Tate in the post, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Tate's only got 4 points this quarter.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
So the Ravens call timeout, their first.
Atlanta fans, on the court is your hype squad.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
.115 left to play here in the half. Kaminsky dishes to Smith. Kicks to McDaniels. Back to Smith. Pass to Foster. Inside. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Madison the pass to Tate. Here's Larkin. Sinks the 3-pointer. Larkin's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Foster kicks to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Beasley. Back to Kaminsky. Beasley outside. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels finds Smith. Shoots over Tate. And it's Smith missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We come back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for Cleveland.
Defensively, they haven't guarded the three-point line at all tonight. And you know they don't want to extend out to the point where they're giving up things inside. But you do have to make some kind of adjustment.
Yeah, can't take the same approach and expect a different result. All right, everybody, now that we have a minute, here's a look at the power rankings.
You look at Cleveland, they are still a top team, but a small downgrade in the ranking. No cause for alarm. A lot of games left to play.
So, you're saying no need for the panic button? Or the panic room? Just stay chill? Am I close?
Yep.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here is Tate on the floor for the Ravens. Smith is out there with Beasley. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Palmer in at the 4. Tate the pass to Madison. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Beasley left side. From 13, and it's Madison with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Tate. It's rebounded by Cleveland. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Beasley, the pass to Palmer, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Beasley with a clean look.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
To the middle. Here's Tate. Rebound by Smith.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
For the Ravens, Smith, 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drop for Smith. Cleveland trails by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Beasley. What a terrific move that was.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, among the changes this year is the NBA is granting coaches a second challenge if their first one is successful. Now, coaches had been hesitant to use their one challenge earlier in games, even when calls seemed pretty clearly to have been missed. The downside to a second challenge, more stoppages, but the league may look at other measures to help keep the game moving. Kevin?
Yeah, I like that, D.A. A lot of things to consider. Thanks.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Palmer. Flynn grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 14. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Flynn's got 6.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Beasley. Smith outside from downtown, and he's good on the 3-ball.
3 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Beasley has the ball here for Cleveland. It's a 14-point game. We've got Larkin, and it's Flynn in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Driving the lane, count it, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Chicago leading by 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for
and a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And that one falls for Larkin. Larkin hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
An open look for Beasley. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Flynn. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the Ravens. Beasley at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Chicago leading by 13. Here's Madison. It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now a timeout called by the Ravens. They're behind by 16. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Dozier. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
All the time in the world to get that one off. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Chicago.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Here's the floater. And good that time.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Nice shot by Terry.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so it's Terry bringing it up for Chicago. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the bucket. And Chicago leads by 15.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it off.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Passes it to Smailagic. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Here's Alexander. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.